Jamie Dornan causes shock when he publicly apologizes to Amelia Warner. The London night was shrouded in a thin fog. The yellow street lights cast a hazy glow on the empty street like the breath of someone trying to hide their pain. Jamie Dornan sat in his apartment, the light from his phone screen reflecting on his tired face. The clock read 2:17 a.m. In that room, the only sound was the ticking of the clock, mixed with the sound of his heart pounding as if it were about to explode. He had been typing that status over and over for nearly an hour. Sometimes, losing everything you love makes you realize its true value. Amelia, the kids. I'm sorry. If I could, I just wish I could go home again. Those words, seemingly simple, but to Jamie, they were a verdict, a confession, the last string holding back a man who once had everything: fame, career, and a family that he had abandoned in the middle of a road full of flashbulbs. He took a deep breath. His hands shook slightly. Then he pressed post. The screen flickered. The post appeared on his personal page, where millions of followers, fans from all over the world, eyes always waiting to see how perfect Jamie Dornan could be. But tonight, they would see someone else, vulnerable, broken, and heartbreakingly sincere. Within minutes, the status had spread like wildfire. Comments, shares, emoticons kept appearing. The media began to stir. Jamie saw the number of notifications increase by the second, but he didn't care. He put his phone down on the table, poured another glass of whiskey. The hot alcohol slid down his throat, but it couldn't dispel the cold in his heart. In the corner of the room, the family photo was still on the shelf, him, Amelia, and their 3 little girls, smiling brightly in the sun of a summer afternoon in Belfast. He remembered that day. Amelia laughed so hard that tears came to his eyes, and he thought that nothing could keep them apart. But then, he was wrong. Memories of the lost. It all started 2 years ago, when Jamie was at the peak of his career. After a series of successful films, he was sought after by directors, flying back and forth between Los Angeles, Paris, and Rome like a shuttle. Amelia, his wife, who used to be a talented singer and songwriter, quietly stayed home to take care of the children, wrote music in her spare time, and watched him through the screen. But short phone calls and "I'm busy filming" messages gradually replaced family dinners. Then one day, a paparazzi photo appeared on the front page, Jamie with a famous female colleague, their eyes exchanging too intimately for people to not speculate. Amelia didn't say anything. She just sent him a short message: "I don't know who you are anymore, Jamie." And that was the beginning of a long silence. Present. After the post, the next morning, as the sun shone through the curtains, Jamie woke up with a severe headache. He opened his phone, thousands of messages, hundreds of missed calls, from friends, colleagues, producers, and even his manager. But he only cared about one name: Amelia. No messages. No responses. He sighed, looked out the window. Online, entertainment news sites were full of headlines: Jamie Dornan publicly apologizes to Amelia Warner on social media. What's going on? Hollywood star admits mistakes, begs for forgiveness. People were gossiping, speculating. Some said he was about to release a new movie, so he created a scandal for PR. Others wrote that he was having a mental breakdown after losing his family. But only Jamie knew, there was no media strategy. There was only one man trying to find his way back. He opened the comments section under his post. Among the thousands of words of comfort, criticism, encouragement, and pity, there was one comment that made him stop. "Forgiveness is not forgetting, but if love is still there, maybe a door will open." Anonymous account name, no profile picture. But the words immediately made him think of Amelia, how she had said similar things in the early days of their relationship. His heart beat fast. Could it be her? He quickly picked up his phone and texted her. I don't expect you to forgive me right away. I just want to see you, just once. For the children, and for us. Then he sat and waited. In that moment, Jamie Dornan, the global star who had captivated millions of viewers, was no longer a star. He was just a husband, a father, begging for a chance to fix what time seemed to have erased.